I'm gonna go ahead and record this. So you're being recorded now to the cloud, and then this will be available later. But let's get going. 45 minutes, welcome in, glad you're here. Let's get going with some arm circles. What we're gonna do for our warm up today is go through some range of motion and joint mobility, because strength training involves moving our joints and our connective tissue in lots of different ways. Take it forward here. So we'll start with shoulders, because your shoulders are your most vulnerable. They have just a ton of soft tissue, and they're just real, as you can see, pliable and flexible, which is awesome, but they're also very prone to injury. So we really want to get them warmed up and ready. Let's take the right arm and make a figure 8. So we'll just go through some great big motions here while we're not holding our weights, while your arm is not vulnerable, and prepare it. 3 more, and 2 more, and 1 more, and then let's switch sides. Let's just take a nice big figure 8 with that left arm. So some of you have maybe been used to 25-minute workouts, and we're moving to 45 minutes, and that's a big change, right? It's all good, because strength training is such an important thing. There's a lot to do in strength training. Quite frankly, those 25 minutes were like, whoa, we just barely got in and we were done, right? Let's just open up our hips a little bit. Just squat down a few times. So I'm gonna love this 45 minutes with you. I'm gonna love that we have a little more time to explore different parts of our body. And we're gonna get everything in today, you guys. We'll start with the largest muscles, the legs, the quads, the glutes, the chest and back, and then we'll also drive into some of our smaller muscles, our triceps and our biceps and some of the other things that matter. Now on the next squat, just hold it down. And when you come up, lift your right knee and just circle it all the way around, and then squat down again. Left knee up, over and around, and squat down again. But before we do any of it, you know that warm up is crucial. Warm up is a huge part of what we do together. You got to get that body all set for the work to come. Let's do 2 more, sinking low and circling high. True confessions, you guys. I've been teaching classes all morning. I am so hot right now. It is so hot everywhere you go, even inside. Let's twist, reach down, set your hand on your foot and come back up. Notice when I go down, I'm bending the outside leg, the knee just a little bit. I'm not quite ready for nice, long, straight legs. It maybe will get there, but right now, just bend that outside leg, have some forgiveness, and then come back up. And breathe as you're moving. We want to start to get the oxygen flow to the muscles, because they need it. Okay? Your muscles need a lot of oxygen, they need a lot of water. So make sure you're drinking today, especially with the humidity. Extra water really matters. Let's do 2 more. Reach and lift. Let's do 1 more. Reach and lift. Now come all the way up, and as you exhale, come all the way down to the floor. Plant your hands on the ground, drop your tailbone, lift it back up, and roll your spine up. Do that again. Inhale up, come to the ground, bend your knees, sit low, lift your hips, bend your knees, and roll up. 1 more time like that. All the way down to the floor, bend your knees, lift your hips, and come down and all the way up. This time we're gonna go down, plant your hands, and step your right foot back behind you. Sink into a low lunge. And now just take that right arm, lift it up, and tuck it under. And lift it up, and tuck it under your left leg. Lift it, and tuck it. 1 more time. Lift it, and tuck it. Good. Put your hand down, step back with your left foot. Come up with your right foot. Hold, low lunge. Now left arm lifts and tucks under. Inhale, lift, and tuck under. 2 more. Lift, and exhale. 1 more. Lift, and exhale. Good. Come back to plank. Now you're gonna step back into a plank and hold it here, lifting your hips into what we call down dog. Bicycle out the heels, right and left, right and left. So it's a nice steady press down through the heels, chest toward the thighs. You've got 4, 3, 2, and you're gonna walk your hands to your toes. Take your time, walk back. As you get to your toes, roll your back up 1 vertebra at a time, soften your knees, shoulders up, back, and down. Let's just squat down and up, down, and lift, and down. So we're gonna transition now from joint mobility and range of motion into a little activity so that the heart rate rises and the body gets heated. We're gonna sit down and squat for a little bit here, and then we're gonna go right into some dumbbells. So just stay with me. Work on your range of motion before you add weight to the picture. Work on sitting back on your heels. Work on keeping your chest lifted. So all the good things that I know all of you probably know really well, we still need the reminder before we start moving. Our bodies do forget, and so we regroup. We just start with the basics. Let's do 8 more squats right here. Back on your heels, eyes up, chest up. Come on. 6 more. 5 more. 4. When you pick up your weights, I want you to know what's coming. The first thing we're gonna do is side lunges. So come on all the way up. Take one more big breath in. If you need a sip of water, grab it. And let's go ahead and grab those dumbbells. What we're gonna do is a side lunge, and we'll do several of those. And then we're gonna add a side lunge, bicep curl, and press. So there's gonna be a little extra pressure on the leg, a little more going on with your biceps. Whatever you need to grab, pick it up. You can always change as we go. So let's step off to the right, and then come back to the center. Step off to the left, sink your hips back, and push to the center. So you're sinking low, pausing for a moment in the lunge. Take time to sit before you come back to the center. We're not trying to rush. So one thing about strength training, speed is not involved. We want to go through slow, steady joint range of motion, push away. Down you go, and push away. Now notice when I lunge, my outside leg gets the full bend. That's the leg I want to sink into. The inside leg is long. It's not a squat. So look at the inside leg. It's straight. It's all the way up. That's it. Come on. 4 more. Push away. 3 more. Push away. Now that the legs are awake, we're going to hold the side lunge and add biceps. Okay, 1 more. Go back to the right. Hold the lunge. Frame the foot with the weights. Do 2 bicep curls, and then push back to the center. Sink to the left and hold. Frame the foot. Do 2 bicep curls, breathe, and then push back to the center. Sink to the right. 2 curls. So I've got hammer style only because it fits better over my leg. You could turn your palms up if it works for you. But really, I gotta tell you guys the secret here. It's not about your biceps. The biceps are just a little tool that we're using to make our glute and our hip work a little harder. Because it's one thing to hold you and keep you in one spot. It's another thing to do it while your arms are lifting weights, right? There's a lot going on in your hip, and it really counts. You really want to drop back and get low. Push. Now we're gonna have 2 sets of this. So right now, I want you to see how you feel, knowing you have 3 more. And think about the next time we come back to this. Are you gonna use the same weights? Or are you gonna up your notch, go a little heavier? Or vice versa. Maybe you went too big and you're gonna need to step back a little, and that's okay too. Here's your last one, and good. Now we're gonna go down to the floor. Push up to a renegade row. So whatever you need for that, step back with a nice wide stance. You see where my feet are behind me? My feet are wider than my arms. You see my toes? Okay, here we go. So we're gonna do a push up. Come on up. Renegade row right, renegade row left. Do a full push up. Exhale to the top. Renegade right, renegade left. Full push up. Come to the top. Renegade, renegade. Drop the chest. Press. Renegade. Now I have options for you. Keep going, my friends. Option 1. You can do the push-up on the knees, but try to come to the toes for renegade. If you want to see it, take a look. My knees go down for the push-up. When I come up, I pick up the knees and do the renegade. Option 2, everything on the knees, trying to stay connected through the belly as you do your renegades on your knees. So pick your poison, my friends. The one that works best for you is the one you do. Knees or toes, it's all up to you. We've got 4 more. Renegade, renegade, and push up. There's 3. Renegade. Exhale as you pull up. Renegade. Lower your chest. Press up. 2. Renegade. Squeeze your belly really tight. Renegade. Lower your chest. Push up. Last one. Renegade. Renegade. Step your feet forward. Shake out your hands. 10 seconds. We're going back to the side lunge bicep. Do you want to use the same weights, or are you going to change it up? You pick. Let's just start with lunges. We'll add the biceps in a moment. In 3, in 2, shoulders up, back, and down. Here we go. A high lunge, press up. This time, I want 2 things to focus on before we add the biceps. Focus on pushing away. So you got low, now focus to push with the outside leg. Really use that glute medius. Push away, come on. Think low, now push, really strong. The second thing, don't let your arms sway. Don't let your arms just swing around. Be in control. Squeeze a little tighter with the biceps, with the hands on the weights. Come on, back and low and push. 2 more. Low, exhale, press. Low, exhale, here we go, adding biceps. Low and hold, 2 curls, no swinging. Press back up, low and hold, squeeze the belly. 2 curls, press back up, and we go again. Listen, if this pace is wrong for you, we don't need to stay together. This is not a chorus line, as I always say. Great movie, but not great for workouts because you've got to work at your own pace. If you have exceptionally long legs compared to me, which is probably true, you can't tell on a screen, but my legs are short. So it's easier for me to get down and up. If you have long legs, it's gonna take longer, right? Be honest with your body, know what you need to do, get in there and work hard, but do it wise, smart, controlled. We've got 3 more. Come on, press away. Sink low, we've got 2 more. Squeeze, press away. We've got 1 more, sink low, squeeze, and press away. We go right to our push-up renegade rows. Step back to wide feet or knees. Ready? Let's go. Push up, renegade, renegade, push up. Now listen, when you do the renegade rows, I'm gonna leave my weights, you guys keep going. I just wanna talk to you about the renegade row and the center of your body. When you pull the row, first and foremost, make sure you're pulling it to your hip bone, not to your armpit. The renegade row needs to come back so that you're feeling a squeeze in your lat and you're using that, you're not scrunching at your neck. Second of all, make sure that as you row, you're not turning your hips right or left. It's tempting. When you pull the weight, your hip wants to go with you. What you're doing is you're counteracting with your core muscle to keep your hips squared up to the floor. Go at your own pace. Let's just say about 30 more seconds. I don't want to tell you how many. I just want you to go at your own pace for about 30 more seconds, doing your push-ups and renegades, and focusing on keeping your hips squared up to the ground and breathing. Woo! It's working. Come on, 10 seconds left. Elbows back. Dumbbell to hip bone, not to your armpit. 4, 3, 2, and you are done. Good, come on up. Take a drink of water. Let me show you what's coming up next. We're gonna switch to 1 dumbbell for the first move, and then we'll have 2 dumbbells for the second move. Once again, we're pairing moves, okay? So the first move is gonna be this. You're gonna step into a deep lunge, twist across that bent knee, come back, and push to the center. Sink to a deep lunge, twist across, come back to the center. And notice that my feet are wide the whole time. That's a really important base support control move. Here we go, take your dumbbell. I would go heavy, you're only using 1, go heavy. Shoulders up, back, and down. The weight is held right in front of your rib cage. Ready? Let's step the right foot up. Sink, twist over the bent knee, and then press back to the center and wide. Sink, over the bent knee, and up. Now, if you want to pick it up a little bit, it's okay to take the tempo just a little bit more. What I don't want you to do is to turn it into a cardio fest. And that's tempting for some of you. All the people out there that love their cardio, you start to move quicker, but you get less range of motion, then you're counteracting the good that you're doing. I do also want to say that if you have struggles with that forward lunge, if that bothers your knee, you can go back. You can do the back lunge. It's totally good. It's totally good. Come on. twist and press back, sink, twist and press back. Get low. Now, are you bending your back knee? You've got 4 more. Are you stepping into the front leg and bending the back knee at the same time? Come on, concentrate. Woo! You got 1 more, listen up. We're gonna do a military press, also called a shoulder press. Grab your matching weight. What we're gonna do is start with our hip width apart. We're gonna rack them up, and we're gonna sink our knees just a little bit, athletic stance. Right, left, now both. Both, again. Left, right. Left, right, now both. Up, again. Now right and left. Right, left, now both. If your weights are heavier than mine, you're gonna slow it way down. Maybe you only do 1 of the 2 at the same time. Maybe you only do 1 here like this. Slow, 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 right? That's a great option. Left, exhale. Exhale, oh, it's getting heavy. Left, right, come on, soften your knees. Look at how the side view you can see better. I am not standing tall. You gotta sit back a little. You have to have an athletic stance. A base of support, grounding yourself. Left, come on. Right, and both. 1 more time, let's go. Right, left, now both. Last time on the left, let's go. Left and right, now both. And yes, that's it. Set 1 down. Let's go back and repeat both things. Wide stance, forward lunge, twist. Whenever you're ready, just go. I'm gonna start with my left this time. I am always twisting across the bent knee. So even if you're doing a backward lunge, you wanna twist across the bent knee for stability. You wanna make sure range of motion is your key ingredient. Range of motion, how low can you lunge? Come on, oh my gosh, you guys, you know what I forgot to do? And the only reason I'm stopping to do it is to remind you, in case you forgot, I do it all the time, to set your heart rate monitor. Good heavens, I wanna make sure these count, right? So if you forgot to set your heart rate monitor, it's not too late. We've got lots left to do. You might as well catch what we got. Come on. Sink and twist and press. 3 more. Nice, tight, strong middle. 1 more. And grab your matching dumbbell. Second set of military press. Remember, second set's gonna be tougher, so modify your weight if you need to. Bend your knees a little, rack them up, and let's go right, left. Right, left, both arms. Both, left and right. Left, exhale right, and now both. Woo, you got it, right, left. Push, push, now both. Squeeze. Yes, you guys, tight core, come on, breathe. Breathe. Now both. Good. Now right, left, 1 more time. Now both, holy cow, they're heavy. Now left, right, 1 more time. And now both. And second block is done. Set your weights down. Nicely finished, you guys. Get a sip of water, we're moving on. Now I'm gonna go a little heavier in my weight because the next thing we'll do is a deadlift. So I want you to think about hamstrings and glutes, backside of the body, nice and strong. In the middle of deadlifts, we're gonna add a row, a double arm row. So that's also part of it. But again, heavier weights are accommodating to that because you have a strong back muscle. Your back and your legs are your biggest, strongest muscles. So try, see what you can do, okay? You can always back off if needed. So let's go. We'll just start with the deadlifts and then we'll add the row as we get along into the picture. Soft knees, athletic stance, shoulders up, back, and down. 2 counts down. Down, 2, and squeeze. Down. Exhale up. Down. My biggest pet peeve on this is when I see this. Oh, it's so bad, you guys. I can't even try to show it to you because it hurts so much. It's so bad for you. You've got to keep those shoulders pulled back. exhale, inhale, 2, exhale, inhale, soft knees. I have another tip for you to keep you in good form. Here's my tip in a deadlift. Pick your toes up. Put all your weight in your heels. You wanna always have the weight in the back side of the body. You've got 4 more. And exhale. You've got 3 more. And exhale. You've got 2. And exhale. Good, so now we're gonna go down and add a row. Let's start really slow. Let's go down and hold, row, and then come back up. Super slow, go slow, 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 slow. Hold, squeeze your elbows back around your spine, and then come up. One more super duper slow. Go down and hold the deadlift, tight core. Row, squeeze your back, and then exhale up. Now we'll take it up to tempo if you can. It's down, row, down, and lift. Down, row, down, exhale up, down. Again, if you have a longer body, if you have heavier weights than me, you're gonna slow it down. There is no reason you can't slow this down. Come on, flat back, squeeze. So this whole set is gonna be about the back side of the body. We did a little renegade row, but that's not enough to work our back strength. We're gonna get it on this side. Come on, squeeze, 4, squeeze, 3, exhale, 2, 1, and good. Now stay up for a moment, shake out your legs. We're gonna do a back fly next. We're just gonna do 12 of them, so go heavy. You wanna bring your palms to face one another. You wanna hinge over, bend your knees, sit back, and go 12, 11, come on, squeeze your back, 10, 9, 8. If it's hard to stand that way, step 1 foot back. 6, your staggered stance will help you. 5, 4, shoulders down. 3, 2, 1, sit down, set your weights down and stand up. Good, it's important that we take a moment to get out of that forward flexion and just take your back and let it go. How you doing? You okay, you guys? Let's go again. Deadlifts, rows, and back flies, and then we move on. All right, I told you it wasn't too late to set your heart rate monitor. We've got the big stuff here. This is working. Bend your knees, shoulders up, back, and down. 2 counts. Down, exhale, up. This time I want you to concentrate on the up. Strong on the way down, but on the way up, you squeeze and tuck under. Down, exhale, squeeze and tuck it under. Down, exhale, squeeze it. Down, exhale up. Down, exhale. Down, exhale. You've got 4 more. Here, go. Down and squeeze. Nice. Lift your toes up. Remember the tip to lift the toes? It's huge. It's a huge change when you do it, when you don't lean forward. 1 more. Adding the row right here. Let's go. Go down, row, release, and squeeze. Release and squeeze. Row, release, tuck it under. 5, squeeze, release, and 4. Come on, pull your shoulder blades together. And 3, squeeze, release, and 2, squeeze, release, and 1, and done. All right, stand up for a moment. 12 flies. Palms together, bend your knees, hinge over, go. 12, 11, heavy, you guys. 10, squeeze at the top. 9, don't throw them, squeeze them. 8, there's a difference. 7, squeeze your back. 6, come on. Exhale, 5, 4, lift your toes. 3, and 2, and you are done with that set. Nicely done. Again, take some water. This is your break. In between sets is a good time to readjust. Shake out your hands. Get everything to set. We're gonna go into some chest flies and squats next. So what we've done so far, we've done our side lunges, right? A little bit of outer external hip motion and leg with our push-ups, chest and back and shoulder. Then we did our forward lunge with twist. We got legs, we got core, and then we got our military press for shoulder. We got our deadlifts, right? We got our, what do we do with our back flies? And now chest fly and squats. Let's start with the chest fly. While your heart rate's down a little bit, I want you to come to the ground. I can do pretty heavy weights on the chest fly. I don't know what you can do, but we're gonna do them alone and then with core. So if you choose to stay with just the chest fly, that's okay. What I want you to do is come down, put your feet about hip width apart, take the weights up over your chest so that your palms are facing each other and the weights are touching. Ready? Anchor your belly button to the floor and then open, 2, exhale, close for 2. Open, 2, exhale, close. Hopefully what's happening is what you did in the push-up is being added to. What you did in the push-up is being complemented here. Open, 2, and close, 2. Inhale, 2, and close it for 2. Down, down, and lift for 2. Good. Come on, and lift. 2 more. Down for 2 and lift. Now I'm going to give you that counter, that extra piece. If you don't want it, you don't take it, but I'm going to hold the weights at the top, lift my feet up. And now as I open into the chest slide, the legs go halfway down and exhale, close for 2. Down, 2, exhale, close. 2, I'm going to restart that music. Down, 2, exhale, close, 2. Inhale, down, 2, exhale, close. You're almost there, you guys. Come on. Inhale, down, 2, exhale, close, 2. 3 more. 2 more. And then after your last one, go ahead and grab your weights and come on up to standing position. Squat and lift. When you're ready, you join me. My feet are hip width apart. It's a super basic squat for the start. Super basic squat, pushing back into the heels, lifting your toes, and exhale on the way up. Inhale down, 2, exhale up, 2, inhale down. Good, and exhale, breathe as you come up. Shoulders are pulled back, 2, and up. Second part of our squats, we're gonna do something called the suitcase squat. So the weights will end up on the floor, and you'll end up lifting them one at a time like suitcases. Okay, we've got 4 more right here. If you prefer to stay in basic squats, you stay there. So if you notice today, I'm always starting with something that's a bit more basic. You can always stay with the first thing. And then I add a little bit of extra to it. You can always add the extra if you want. So let's take it all the way down and hold it. Set the weights on the ground. Come back up. And now pick up your right weight only. Here we go. Pick it up and down. Now left weight only. Pick it up and down. Now right side only. Lift. So this is real life, right? We pick heavy things up like our suitcases. And again, if you travel like me, your suitcase is 49.5 pounds. You hope. I always hope it's 49.5. If it's over 50, then my husband gets bigger. I say, open it up, honey. I got some things to throw in there. I'm a heavy traveler. So this is real life training, picking things up. Your body needs this practice. 2 more, please. Come on. 1 more, please. Come on. And down, nicely done. We're going back to our chest fly. Catch your breath. We're going to the beginning where we anchor our back. Our feet stay on the ground. It's an only your chest fly before the legs get added. Palms together, straight above the sternum. Open for 2 counts. Down, 2, exhale. Inhale as you open. Now make sure that as you're pressing your back into the floor, which you really want to do, you really want to push down with your belly button. Press your back into the floor. When you open your arms, you have that bend in your elbow, just that slight bend. And when you're on the ground like this, when you're not on a bench, you can feel the back of your arms touch the floor. So your triceps make contact. You've got 4 more. 2, and lift. 3 more. Down, 2, exhale, lift. 2, down, 2, exhale, lift. One more. Down, 2. Now hold it at the top. And again, you could stay with this or go ahead and pick your feet up, straight up the wall, feet stay together. Press your thighs together. And here we go. It's lower, 2, lift. So you've added that dynamic, not only for core, it's not just for core. What you're doing is making your chest work harder. Do you feel that? When you take away some of your support system, your chest has to kick in extra. I know, it's hard, we're almost there. Down, 2, come on, anchor your low back into the floor. You've got 4, 2, and lift. Beautiful, friends. 3, 2, exhale, lift. And 2, exhale, lift. And 1, now hold your weights at your chest as you sit up and then set them down. Stand up, pick them up for squats. Maybe you want to change into something heavier. Okay, you decide. Shoulders up, back, and down, and squat, and basic squat. We love the basic stuff because actually the basic stuff, let's slow it down 2 counts. Here we go. Down, 2, and up. The basic stuff is the stuff that counts, the stuff that forms everything else. When you can do basic strength, it's really all you need. When we add a bunch of fun stuff to it, when we add different muscle groups, it's great, but it's not necessary. Multi-joint, as we call it. So if you're just doing squats, you're doing single joint movement. But if I add some more things to it, multi-joint, your heart rate's gonna go up a little more. It's a lot of fun. It distracts you from what you're doing, but the basic stuff matters most. So if you stay with basic squats here, you're winning, okay? 2 more, you're winning. You don't have to go to the suitcase. 1 more. Come on, keep breathing. Now go all the way down. Weights are down, stand up, left foot first, left side first. Pick it up, set it down. Good, good. Right side, down. I'm gonna look at you, you look at me. Try not to look at the dumbbell when you pick it up because you'll end up bending over. And you know when you squat, you don't wanna bend over. You wanna keep your chest raised. You wanna keep your eyes forward. Remember the deadlift, how we lifted our toes? Yes, you are. You're thinking about that. You're lifting your toes up. Come on. Pick it up. Set it down. Nice. Pick it up. 4 more. Let's go. Almost there. Let's go. And down. 3 more. Pick it up. And down. 2 more. Pick it up. And down. 1 more. Pick it up. And down. Next set done. Nice job, you guys. Woo, you're getting through it today. Quick sip of water. I'm going to join you in that. And we're moving on to the next thing. Now we've done a lot of our larger muscle groups. Like I told you, we take care of that first. Let's get into some more of the things that are a little bit smaller, but still super important. So we're going to do a little core. We're going to do a little tricep to wrap everything up. And then we also have some high pulls or some snatches. And I'll show you those as we get there. But we're gonna start with an army crawl side raise. So I'm gonna take a little bit lighter weight, but not too light. I wanna challenge myself. And we're gonna work on core and chest again. So you're still taking your break and watching as I demonstrate, and then you can join me when you're ready. My weights are here. I don't know if you can see them because they're black, but they're not, this is where my hands are on my weights. They're not much wider than my shoulders. Because what I wanna do is I'm gonna have my hands on the ground. I'm gonna do an army crawl. And when I come up, I don't wanna have to reach over here for a weight. I want it to be right underneath my body. Okay, so that's where I want your weights. And I want your weights in line with your rib cage, not your shoulder. So put your weights at your rib cage, put your hands in the middle. So we're gonna do an army crawl. You wanna come into a straight line plank, drop down to your forearms, come back to your hands. The second hand doesn't hit the floor. It grabs the weight, pulls it up, and sets it down. So watch. Left forearm, right forearm, left hand, and then the right hand grabs the weight and sets it down. Join me when you're ready. Forearm, forearm, hand, dumbbell. Lift and lower. Forearm, forearm, hand, dumbbell. Lift, lower. Forearm, forearm, hand, dumbbell, lift. I'm gonna show you on my knees. forearm, forearm, hand, dumbbell. The top leg straightens, the bottom knee stays down. Let's show you again. Forearm, forearm, hand, dumbbell. Top leg straightens, bottom knee is down. You decide. We've got 4 more left. Up, up, lift, lower. 3 more left. Forearm, forearm, hand, and lift. Good. Forearm, forearm, hand, and lift. Last one. Forearm, forearm, hand, and lift. And set it down. Good. Stand it up. Now your dumbbells are going to be in front of you, facing the long direction, end to end. Straddle with your feet. They should be right underneath you. So as you grab the dumbbell, you're gonna pick it up fast, but let me show you slow range of motion, slow motion. You're gonna pull it up your body like you're zipping a zipper. It's gonna end up here and then back down like the zipper's going down. Let me show you from the side. Okay, pull up like you're zipping your zipper, pause, and then come right back down there, okay? Faster than that. Let's just try a few, we won't do many. It's a good way to train your body though. Okay, so here we go, go down. Right hand, watch. Snatch and release. Left hand, go. Snatch and release, switch. Snatch and release, switch. And release, switch. And release, switch. And release, switch. Let's do one more, switch. And release, good. So that's called a power move. I like to throw a few in once in a while just to get you thinking and working a little harder. Those are good. Those are good for you. All right, here we go. Second time through. We're not doing as many, so work with me here. We got plank position. Ready, set, army crawl. Forearm, forearm, hand, dumbbell. Lift and lower. Forearm, forearm, hand, dumbbell. Lift, lower. Forearm, forearm, hand, dumbbell. Lift, lower. 3 more. Forearm, forearm, hand, dumbbell. Lift. 2 more. Forearm, forearm, hand, dumbbell. Lift. 1 more. Forearm, forearm, hand, dumbbell. Lift, lower, and stand it up. Put your weights end to end. Right in front of you. Straddle over, get ready. We're gonna do 10 snatches only. Ready? Let's go. 10, switch. 9, switch. 8, make sure you exhale there. 7, 6, 5, nicely done. Come on, you guys, keep going. 4, 3, see that little hop in my feet? 2, you don't have to have it, but it's kind of a nice little thruster there to help you. 1, and done. Okay, fantastic. Last but not least, triceps and more core, okay? So pick up your heavy dumbbell or 2 light dumbbells for overhead triceps. This is a very basic move. We're not gonna add any joint mobility or, extra joint, multi-joint movement to it. We're just gonna be here, a little bend in the knees, athletic stance, down, up, down, up. We're just gonna end up with straight up strength. Exhale up. A couple things about that. Number 1, it'll help you focus in on your triceps. Number 2, it won't get our heart rate so high. We don't want to end with our heart rate way up. We're starting to bring it down. Smaller muscles and a little more focus here. Inhale, exhale. Elbows are on the side of my head. Elbows are squeezing. Press, pull, press, pull, press, pull. Let's do 4 of them at tempo a little quicker. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it around to your chest and have a seat. Okay, the core move, we're gonna start seated. Okay, we're gonna take the dumbbell into both hands, lower all the way down on your back in a full body stretch. As you exhale, you're gonna lift your dumbbell to your right foot. So just pick up the right foot, touch it, release. Exhale, left foot, touch it, release. Exhale, right, inhale. Exhale, left, inhale. Exhale, right, inhale. Exhale, left, inhale. 2 more, right, inhale. 1 more, left. Now, I want you to try to stay seated for that last tricep move. You can absolutely stand up if you need to, but I want you to feel the difference when you do the tricep move from a seated position. Get your legs wide so you have a base of support. Go down and lift. Now notice, when you stand up, your legs and your hips are naturally helping you. They're giving you a little extra boost. When you're down here, you do have a little help in your core, but really, it's way more isolation in the triceps. So it's a nice little change up just to see what happens when you take those legs away. Now, another thing you could do, if you're really feeling sassy today and you want more core, is pick your feet up and squeeze that belly. Squeeze, 2 and up, 1 more. Squeeze, we've got our 4 singles coming your way right here, let's go. You got 4, 3, 2, oh my good. Have a tricep. Okay, down you go. Take the dumbbell behind the head. Legs are long. Exhale up to the right. And down, up to the left. Tuck your chin down to the right. Tuck your chin to your chest. Try to roll through your back, not yank on your neck. And down. Exhale. Down, 3 more. Exhale. Down, 2 more. Exhale. Down, 1 more. Exhale. Down, and bring your weights to your chest, sit up, and let's stretch. That's it, you guys. 43 minutes. Nicely done. Let's walk the hands to the feet. Take the head and the chest and let them down, and just relax the breath. Try not to think too much about active stretching. Try not to pull yourself in your stretch here, the seated forward fold. I just want you to relax your breath a little bit and just let your body fall forward. Let's turn that music down. We don't need a head pounding stretch, do we? All right, come on up from your seated forward fold and just hip over to your left hip. Pull your right shoelaces back for your quad stretch. And let's breathe steady here. Ooh, that was fun, you guys. Thank you for letting me be here today. It's been a while since I've seen you. This is great. This is a great workout. Take 1 more deep breath in and let it go. And then go ahead and switch. Come on up. You want to start back in that seated forward fold and just let your body fall down. And then go ahead and come back up and roll over to your right side. And what I hope is, I see some of you live soon and in person back into the fitness studio at General Mills headquarters. This is where I generally teach. If you guys ever work out there, I hope I see you again soon. All right, let's release that leg and come over to our hands and knees. Take that cat and cow once or twice. And we're gonna finish with a big down dog. So lift your hips and press your hips back, press your chest to your thighs. And then just slowly walk your hands to your feet. You're gonna take your time, you're not gonna rush. What we're doing is stretching the back and the hamstring as you come up. And then slowly roll your back up to standing. Take all the time you need. We wanna finish with a nice big chest opener. So open up your arms and reach behind your back. If you can't clasp your hands together, you don't have to do so. You can certainly just put your hands on your hips. Really lift your chest up. Take your shoulders, really pull them back here. Really stretch up with your heart, down with your fists. Bring them up, breathe, breathe, breathe. 3 and 2. Great job, you guys. And we are out of here. Have a great day, you guys. Thank you so much for your time. It was super fun, very difficult, but very worth the time, I think. Totally worth the time, right? Have a great day, you guys.